Hey there, what's up? Welcome to the video. My name is Azodi, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to refine your sound and add a bit of extra sauce to your girl crush production. And just a heads up, if you haven't watched the previous videos in this series, I highly recommend you watch them, as this video is just not going to make any sense. So a different way that I like to create a melodic hook is to actually take a one-shot sample and drop it into Cubase's sampler. All you need to do is choose the one shot you want, drop it into Cubase, double click. The first thing you need to do is find out what the note is. So if you click Edit Vary Audio, we know that this is hitting C3, and I'll show you why this is important later. Right, after you've done that, click down here to Sampler Control. Drag this down a bit, and then take your sample, click, drag, and drop. And there you go, you get a little preview of the waveform there. Now what it's done is it's actually pushed it into a new channel. It's created a new one, and this enables you to, write the melody with MIDI. So then I like to just drag it just underneath there. Cool, and then we click this button, and as you can see, I'm now playing with the keyboard. And the reason you needed to know what the root note was is luckily because it was C, it's already set, but most of the time, it's going to be a different note, so you just want to click and drag it and set the root note of the sample. The benefits to this is you can take some really cool, innovative one-shot samples from different sample packs or splice, and it can really help you make something different and innovative that you haven't thought of before. There are many ways to creating and writing a pre-chorus. The purpose of a pre-chorus is to A, create tension and provide a build to the chorus, B, to provide a new section to keep your listeners engaged, and C, to also provide a different section for a different member of the K-pop group for them to really shine and show their part. So for example, if you had a lot of vocal in the verse, this could be a great chance for the rapper to take over in the pre-chorus. Since the verse was hanging around the root note or the root chord of the scale with very minimal movement between chords, now is a good time to effectively open it up and introduce more chords and more movement in the pre-chorus. So as you can see in the chord track here, it's just hanging around the root note in the verse. So the pre-chorus, I went ahead and wrote them on piano first. The chords sound good, but I think we can take it a bit further. So I want to use a popular technique used by DJs as well as producers called the sweeping filter. Not only does it help make the sets and music sound more engaging, but it's a great way to increase the tension and anticipation in your music. So here are the chords without the sweeping filter technique. And with them both on. So the first thing you need to do is find an EQ that you like using, and for the sake of this tutorial I've just gone ahead and used Studio EQ here. So let's just show you from scratch. Cool. Alright, so this is what we have. First thing you need to do is pay attention to this band 4 here. So take it from shelf, we'll take it to a cut, because we're introducing frequencies in a very aggressive manner. Cool. Then we're probably going to want to pull it down, let's say about 300, and make sure it's quite an extreme, with a little bump, okay? And then all we're technically doing is this motion. Okay, so all we need to do is tell Cubase to automate it, and I'll show you the spectrum just to give you an example. Right, so all you need to do after you've done that is go to the channel you're working on, down here, click volume, and then we want to go to more, click that. So we're paying attention to the ins, which is the EQ, Studio EQ there. Cool, so we're doing band 4, as you can see they all correlate. and we're going to, as I said, we're going to be moving the frequency. Okay, this one here. Okay, so like that. Now, as you can see, 277, 277. So now we're telling Cubase to draw it in as the song plays. So all you need to do, zoom in a bit, and we want to click 2. You'll see why I want to do 2. Now the reason we'll do 2 is if you were to do 1 and you put this up, it takes the whole thing up. So what you want to do is always have 2 on either side of, and this goes for pretty much all automation, like that, okay? And then what we want to do is gradually bump this one up. And as you can see, it's introducing more of the frequency as the track progresses. So we kind of want it to peak before it kind of dips off with this pitch bend. So let's say we'll move it up to there, just roughly about 10k. Now, if I show you the EQ, like that, and it should correspond. So let's have a look. It's introducing it gradually. Like that. And then it resets back to the standard one. So this is actually how to automate a sweeping filter on your pre-chorus chords. Automation is a very powerful tool in general, and I use it on the majority of my songs. Since Girl Crush is heavily based on female attitude and grit, we can really enhance those emotions by having the right sound effects to really make it stand out. So we got some female haze. We've also got this female riser. And here are a few other sample ideas that you can use. So we got this female yeah. Got a vocal breath. A couple of male ones that can be in the background. Let's go! They're all contributing to the overriding emotion of attitude and grit and excitement. There are effects that kind of work overall, like a blanket effects that you can use across different contemporary genres. Some white noise splashes here from Cymatics. These really help with smoothing over transitions, and I like to put these at the start of a section and sometimes midway. And then we've also got this riser here, which is super popular. It works time and time again, and you could feel the tension and anticipation building when you listen to it. One more white noise riser, you know, just before the drop, just to push it that little bit further. And then we also have a drum fill here as well. And there you have it, how to refine your sound and add a bit of extra sauce to your Girl Crush track. The next video in this series, we're going to dive into the mixing with a few more production techniques to help you wrap up your Girl Crush song. If you are a singer who is inspired by that K-pop sound and want to have it for your own music, please get in touch with me via the website link below and we can talk. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you learned something cool. And if you want more tutorials like this one, make sure you hit the subscribe button to Cubase's YouTube channel.